And at the outset, I take this opportunity to thank all the media houses turning up in such a large number, both from the state as well as from the region. Let me introduce myself. I am Father Bokto Kurian, the youth director of the Diocese of Kohima, and the Nagaland Catholic Youth Movement is the host of this mega event on which we call you to share with the consumers. Let me introduce to you here first the dignitaries. Here we have Most Reverend Dr. James Topil, the Bishop of Kohima. And as the Bishop of Kohima, he is also the chief patron of the youth movement in the diocese. On the left, we have Father John Berman, MSFS. He is the regional youth director. Then beside him, we have Reverend Sister Linto Mary Mansuk. She is the lady animator of the regional youth. On my right, we have Dr. Russo Ronald. He is the president of the Nagaland Catholic Youth Movement. So it is a great privilege and blessing for us as a host, the Diocese of Kohima, to host this mega event, the 5th Regional Youth Commission. I would like to first request the Chief Shepherd, Most Reverend Dr. James Tobin, to speak on the church, how it is in the Northeast, how convention becomes something like a regional thing, and how, though Kohima Diocese in itself is an independent church, it is very much in communion with the sister churches across the Northeast. Then after that, Father John Berman will speak on the event itself, the 5th Regional Youth Convention. Who else are coming? How many delegates? What are the activities that are going to take place, etc. Bishop, please take your time.
Thank you, Father Kopta Kurian, who is our youth director of the diocese. Well, I am happy to speak something about the church in Northeast. You know, the Catholic Church, the first missionaries came to Northeast in 1890, and we celebrate the centenary in 1990. We consider the whole Northeast as one unit, although ecclesiastically we have 3, we call it metropolitan dioceses. That is, one archdiocese. Under that archdiocese, there are a number of smaller or dioceses. Now, Kohima Diocese is a suffragan diocese of Imphal, which is the archdiocese. So in Northeast, we have got 3 archdioceses and 15 dioceses. But though we spread out in all the 7 states, with the different tribes, different languages, different cultures, the Catholic Church is considered as one unit. And that's why we have the Northeast Catholic Youth Convention in Kohima this year, but otherwise in other dioceses. So we are happy to host this year the whole Northeastern youth coming together as one family, celebrating our faith, living our faith, and also to spread our faith. You know, that's the purpose of this gathering. And as I said, in the whole of Northeast, we have 15 dioceses and over 1.5 million Catholics as a community. And as I said, it is in 15 dioceses. And we still hold, though as I said, there are different tribes and languages and cultures, we hold it as one unit to show the universality of the church. The Catholic Church is a universal church, and therefore we become brothers and sisters to each other. And in a very special way, this unity is fostered in Northeast, because we started as one unit, we bifurcated, divided for administrative as well as evangelical purposes. But still, we are one unit. So I am happy that this convention is held in Kohima for the first time, the Northeast as a region, and I am sure the youth from whole region will come together to foster, to propagate the friendship, the commitment as Christian and as well as youth, and then celebrate, live their faith together. This is my wish and prayer, and I wish the organizing committee and under the leadership of Father Berman all the best for the celebration.
So, a very good evening, dear media fraternity, and also our eminent shepherd present here, Most Reverend James Toppel, the shepherd of Kohima Diocese. We have Father Kokta Kurian, the director of ICYM, the Nagaland Catholic Movement. We have the president, Dr. Russo, and also the DY lay, Sister Mariam, and our regional youth lady animator, Sister Wansu Merelindo. Now, this is a very, very special event going to be, and the countdown has already begun. Another 3 days' time, we will be celebrating the convention. And as Father has said in the very inception, this is the 5th Regional Youth Convention. From all over Northeast, and Bishop also has made it very clear, 15 dioceses. So from 15 dioceses, the young people will be thronging to this very place of pilgrimage. And this year, we have chosen the theme as Pilgrims of Hope. And the Holy Mother, the Church, the Catholic Church, has already designated this year as a special year of Jubilee. And so, all our young people, for them and for the entire church, it's a time of grace, time of renewal. And so our young people are going to experience the same over here. And to make this event very, very imperative and also very spiritual, because this coming together is a spiritual rebirth. And also here they are going to learn lots of like affinity and also on leadership, skills development, empowerment. So this is a conglomeration of many things. And we are going to have at the very inaugural day, the Honorable CM of Meghalaya, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, and also the cabinet ministers of government of Meghalaya. And he'll be flanked by many other dignitaries. We also have our Most Reverend Victor Lindo, the Archbishop of Shillong. And it's very, very special, I would say, because the 3 archbishops would be present for this convention. We also will be having Most Reverend John Mulachira, the Archbishop of Guwahati, who is also the president of the NEIRBC, which is called, and the acronym is NEIRBC, which means Northeast India Regional Bishops Council. And yes, so Dr. Linus Nelly, who is also the chairman, Most Reverend Dr. Linus Nelly, the chairman of Northeastern Regional Youth Commission. And this NERIC, which as I said, Northeastern Regional Youth Commission, is the organizing team in collaboration with the host, ICYM. And this collaboration is so thick that I'm sure the preparations have been so well until this moment, and everything has been so smooth, and we are making everything to its best possible so that all of our delegates and our guests who are coming will really experience that spiritual celebration of our exchange, cultural exchange, and lots. And on the 28th, which is the second day, we will be having our very important bishops who will be celebrating the Holy Mass. And then we also have on 29th our very special guest, Ketositio Sekose, who is also the, his designation is the Director, Youth Resources and Sports. And we will be also having the guest of honor, the former Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Nabam Tuki. And on the following day, on 30th, we also have another eminent personality as the special guest, Sri Elias T. Lotha, who is the Commissioner of Transport, Government of Nagaland. So far as the special guests are concerned, these are very important people who will be visiting us, and they are coming to encourage our young people and how the young people today can also scale up in their through their studies and in their life living in the society and in the nation. So we are very happy that they are all coming, and they have obliged and they have very happily accepted our invitations. And besides this, we also have very eminent speakers, resource persons, and we have very kind of the topics which are going to affect the young people, especially in the present generation and present situation, that are very important to be spoken to the young people, imparted to the young people. So those are chosen, and then especially on social media, and of course it's all centering around the important theme, Pilgrims of Hope, and also young people as the now of the church. And we are also going to touch upon especially the relevance of the drug use that is really taking the young people away from the very pivotal of life. So yes, these are very many things, but I'm just putting it in a gist manner, and I have that to share. And I hope and pray, and we are all doing that. For this we have been doing from more than a month. The spiritual preparations have been on. The veneration of the convention grows. It has moved to all the 15 dioceses. And our young people in their own respective dioceses have gathered, prayed, storming the heavens for this, so that this fifth regional youth convention may be successful, fruitful, and may renew. For this is the season, Pilgrims of Hope, a celebration of renewal and spiritual rebirth, so that everyone coming here to Kohima, Mary Help of Christians Cathedral, will go back becoming someone, taking resolutions to be someone back in their own churches, in their own society, and also nation at large. Thank you very much.
For our diocese as well, for Kohima as well. First of its kind, we are trying to host as youth movement. And as highlighted, all the preparations are going. And the days from 27th June to 30th June are going to be great days of blessings and celebrations for all the youths of the Northeast India. Over 2,000 delegates have registered. In fact, at one point we have to close the registration because it was exceeding the limits for us as host. But we expect not less than 2,000 delegates who are already registered, and many more will come and just join the sessions, and maybe they will go back to their home and sleep. Now I open.
If I may go first. A question to Dr. Rasul, because you're heading the ICYM now. The importance of hosting a mega convention like this, especially for the youth.
Dr. Johnny Rongmai, most of you will know he is presently the joint CEO of Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority and also the president of the Catholic Association of Nagaland. Under his leadership, all lay associations are forging ahead with such dynamic leader in our presence. Thank you for coming, sir. Yes.
For the youth, and we have to witness so many youth coming in from the Northeast. So the significance of having a conference like this in our own state and what it means for the youth.
Nagaland Catholic Youth Movement as a movement is movement only for the diocese. We have, as a youth, we go to other dioceses, other states, or even internationally for this kind of convention. But for us to host the convention, this kind of mega event in our own state, in our diocese, is a huge responsibility, which is supported by our lay leaders, Ken, NCWA, and also our diocese. So it is an opportunity for us also to showcase our talents and also our faith to the other state. So I feel that by hosting this convention, as a Naga or as a Nagaland Catholic Youth Movement, we can also show our talents to other states. So it is a good opportunity for us to host this convention. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for that question, and then I can keep you abreast with what's going to happen on that day. 27th at 3:45, all the delegates will be gathering at the center point of the flag hoisting. So there will be hoisting of the flag of, the Indian flag, and also the Youth Commission, of course, the ICYM flag. When I say ICYM, it's the Indian Catholic Youth Movement, which is a parochial youth movement of India. Well, prior to it, there will be procession. In procession, the special guest and the dignitaries will be taken to the spot, and I think that is, yes, going to be taken with our Naga kind of what you call chant and all that. It will be in procession taken. So 4 p.m. we have the hoisting of the flag, and then there will be a little sort of stalls there, so the bishops also will be asked to bless the stalls, because 15 dioceses, and the 15 dioceses will have, each one will have their own stalls to also display their own different food items and also the attires, etc. And then after that we will begin the Holy Mass, which is at 6, scheduled for 6 p.m. So after 6 p.m., say more or less 6 to 5 to 6 p.m. we have the Holy Mass, and then 6 p.m. onwards we have the felicitation for all the dignitaries down the Golden Jubilee Memorial Hall. So it goes that way. Starting on the 27th evening, and then 28th, 29th and 30th, we have the Most Holy Mass in the morning, and by post-Mass we have the lowering of the convention flag.
So I was just wondering if this is an annual thing that you do every year, and any reason why Nagaland was chosen as the place?
Thank you for, it's good that everyone gets to know about it. So this is, it was usually happening once in 2 years, but then of recent, the Northeastern Regional Youth Commission, which is the regional youth wing development of the Youth Commission under the aegis of Northeastern Regional Bishops Council. In the conference of NEIRBC, they requested, and then they came to a conclusion that let's have once in 3 years. So last year it was decided that let's have once in 3 years. So this is how after 3 years this is happening. After the fourth one, this is 3 years passed, and then this is happening. Why we chose Nagaland? Because Nagaland is always a sweet home to all our young people all over Northeast, and hill stations always are so welcoming. And then when we have our own Christian fraternity and family, we feel that's a sweet home where we can, with no any hustle bustle way of intention, we can get it organized. Above all, the host has been so magnanimous. The host has been so magnanimous. On the day the regional team requested, instantly and imminently the Nagaland Catholic Youth Movement then director Father Vekupa said, we'll get back to you very soon. And after a couple of days he called saying, we are ready. And finally the day has come. It's all because of the magnanimity of our Lordship and also the entire team of NCYM, and also our lay association, and of course Catholic Association of Nagaland, and all the other, we call it as local organizing committee, LOC, Local Line of Control. Anyway, this local organizing committee has been so round the clock into hardworking, and so that's how we feel so at home. And then we have finally come to that day, almost knocking at it. Thank you.
So I may add something more about the host here. Many youth in the Northeast want to come to Kohima because they have heard about the new cathedral after having renovated. The new cathedral of Kohima is a, what they call, special legacy for the church in Nagaland. and it's an asset for the whole state because we have renovated it and it has become epitome of Christian faith and Naga culture. It's a fusion of Naga culture along with the Christian faith. Therefore, many wanted to come and experience how this cathedral is built, and then what is the architecture, the meaning, the significance of things that we have done in the cathedral. So the cathedral is in fact a very focal point of Kohima town now. And it has also recently been made what we call the Stations of the Cross live statues. And it is a wonderful thing. It's the first time in the whole of Northeast having such statues made live here, and looks very, very live, so that many wanted to come. And plus, the campus of Kohima Cathedral has become very, very, attractive to many people. And we also have built up the infrastructure in order to host such a mega event. Because we celebrated our Golden Jubilee 3 years ago of the diocese, and therefore we also built the infrastructure like a hall, a place for eating, cooking, etc. Therefore, we have at least 50 people come to visit Cathedral every day. Sometimes even 200, 300 people. And during the Hornbill Festival, hundreds of them comes here. So it is become a place of, I don't say tourists, but a pilgrimage. So in fact, the cathedral is one of the 100 pilgrimage center designated by the central government. It's one of the 100 pilgrim centers with the mosque, churches, temples, etc. So people come in to pray, receive God's blessing, and I am happy that we are able to host it.
Yes.
And what of this conference? I think it is very important that we take this message forward too. The Catholic Church is one church that brings everyone, not counting the caste and the race, together under one roof. So this conference is very significant in the sense we are going to bring together the entire tribes and culture and the colors of the Northeast India. We are trying to show that this is how heaven would be. All the tribes, cultures, languages coming together as one in that faith. So why is, because Catholic Church is not the comprised of the bishop, the priest, and the nuns or the religious alone. It's a synodality church where every one of us is part of the worship and our faith. So this is one of the reasons why this conference is held maybe in 3 years' time or in 2 years' time. Father Director has very well explained. And what is this conference about? In this, we study the social teaching of the church. In this conference, we strengthen our faith. In this conference, we ask the youth, what is the church of today? Because the youth is the church of today. And the what of this conference is where we are going to be learning more deeper about Catholic faith. When we say Catholic faith, it is learning more about the gospel of Christ in our secular way of learning and in coming together.
The Jubilee year 2025 and the theme Pilgrims of Hope. So wherein lots of pilgrimages are being undertaken after the Holy Door opening in Rome. So for us young people of Northeast India, as already Shepherd has said, pilgrimage center. So everyone, over 2,000 young people are going to locally take part in this very pilgrimage, coming here at Mary Help of Christians Cathedral, which is a very important pilgrimage center. So that's how it's a time of renewal for young people, and we have chosen this. It's very coincidental, so we are so happy, that all will be coming here, and then as pilgrims go, take part very efficiently, sufficiently, and spiritually renewed, reinvigorated, we go back.
you, President, for taking the questions and answering to the press community. And thank you once again, media fraternity, for coming over and taking this to the public of Nagaland and beyond the state of Nagaland.